All right, guys. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over. We're going to wait for a couple people, more people. I just posted in the EE chat and Bottle Rest. You can tell your community as well. So my name's Andy. I'm the host of Oceidon Talk. Oceidon is a blockchain technology company. We're putting out some products and some projects, and we'll talk about that stuff later. We have some announcements that we'll do after we talk to Bottle Rest and Eat. But yeah, we're really excited. I'm really excited to have both these guys on. Bottle Rest. I know Trevor from, another project he was involved with previously. Very cool dude. I talk to him all the time. And then as far as Eid is concerned, what they're doing in the blockchain space is pretty incredible. I come from the hospitality industry. My core when I was younger, starting from when I was 16 all the way up until a couple of years back, I was in the restaurant business on both sides of the distributor side for beer and wine and liquor, as well as I was a manager for restaurants. I was the owner of a bar, a small establishment in South Florida for 5 years. So what they're doing is pretty interesting as well. I'm really kind of excited to hear what they have to say. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have EE speak first. Just do me a favor, E, request to speak. I think I added you, but I just want to make sure that you can talk. And then we'll get to Trevor and Bottle Rest, and then we'll go over a whole bunch of Oceidon news and updates that we have. So just request to speak real quick, E. I just invited you again. Is it not working, maybe? No. Guess it's not working. All right, request to speak. I guess we'll start out with Trevor. So, Trevor, what's up, bud?
Andy, good afternoon to you, sir.
How are you?
Really, dude, I'm always busy. I am so busy. Even over the weekend, I'm supposed to be spending time with the girlfriend, everything like that. And she's like, "Can you put your phone down?" I'm like, no, I'm working. Sorry. It needs to happen.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I'm nonstop. I'm pushing 18-hour days. You guys have no idea. It's madness. I'm always on my phone. I'm charging it 6 times a day. It's been a wild couple months. But it's really good to have you here, bro. You were a huge early supporter of Oceidon, so to have you on is a privilege, of course. So tell us about your new project.
Okay, well, let's start off with a brief introduction. And also, Andy, I do want to say thank you. I was on the inaugural episode of Oceidon Talk, so even more happy to be back the second time to talk about my own project and my own company instead of talking about another one. But yes, my name is Trevor Canody. I am the CEO of Honor About Tuesday. We are a manufacturing company. I have about a year of experience on the professional side, I should say, of the crypto space. I previously worked for a blockchain company. Some people might be familiar with Dev Team 6. They're pretty well known in the BSC space. During my time there, I was the brand manager of one of their crypto projects, Pi Token. I went by the Financial Advisor and had a really gimmicky saying, but we're beyond that. I also worked as the project acquisition coordinator for their launchpad platform, Moonforce. So a lot of the projects you see launching with them, I personally brought to the table. You can attest to this, Andy. I was able to bring Oceidon and DT6 together for the partnership that you guys do have. And I've certainly learned a lot during my time working for that company. I've learned what is required for a project to be successful. And I have to say, when it comes to Bottled Rest, we have a different way we're going to be operating. So, we're not giving out any dates or timelines. It's one of the things that all crypto projects kind of fall into that trap, just trying to please their investors and get something out. And then, unfortunately, what if they can't meet those deadlines? It's just not a good look. So, we will provide updates when we have them and not a moment sooner. That is for sure. But so Bottled Rest is, to my knowledge, the first real-world play-to-earn NFT game out there. So, everyone's heard of P2E. People are going to start talking about RW, P2E. after today. So with the Bottled Rest NFT, you actually get to compete against other bottle holders in a player versus player setting. We're going to be building gigantic marble races. And when I say marbles, that's kind of an understatement. Each of these balls is going to be about 250 millimeters in diameter. For those of you on the Imperial system, that's about 10 inches in diameter. So everything is just going to be blown up on a massive scale. So we're talking multi-story races. So yes, Bottled Rest NFT holders will be able to play these games, as well as be able to participate in the various sweepstake rewards that players earn entries into based off the amount of they have played in a certain time increment. So, for example, we're going to be doing these sweepstake rewards daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. So based off the amount of times you've played in that time duration, fantastic. That's the amount of entries you have. So 10% of our net profits go straight to this sweepstakes reward system. So very excited about that. And with these rewards, I mean, we have a number of different things we'll be giving away. So it'll either be in the base currency that the series is minted on, or maybe we're going to do another chain or do another reward for a crypto project on that chain, percentage of the net profits from that time duration, and also the ability to have your own course made. And I think that is definitely one of the biggest driving points behind the Bottled Rest series, is you can own your own course. You can completely design it and we will make it. So like I said, we're a manufacturing company, so we will 3D print your design. If you need help coming up with a course, we'll definitely take care of that for you. Again, we're all about providing a service. A lot of crypto projects, they're doing software as a service, but we're all about actually creating something physical, something tangible. I'm sorry, I tend to ramble. I've got notes. I'm trying to stick to them. But so course ownership is actually done at no upfront cost to you. Each of these courses will have their own NFT series. So, for example, our first course is going to be called Marble One, and that's actually up on OpenSea currently. And owning one of these course NFTs allows investors the opportunity to receive 40% of the net profits from that first course. So a lot of people, I think you can agree on this, Andy, are familiar with only investing in tokens. They're not necessarily familiar with NFTs and the various things behind them. And I think, at least in my opinion, when it comes to NFTs, you really have to have some utility attached to them. Because I think the art phase of NFTs, of where it's like, oh, I could sell an image of the original Doge for, what was it, $4 million, whatever the person paid, doesn't really matter. That phase is done. It's about utility. It's about what your NFT can do for others that, frankly, other NFTs can't do. So, yes, being able to have your own course and receive 40% of the net profits is a huge move. And with each of these various course NFT series, so you have the 40% allocation that goes directly to the course holder. You have another 40% that goes to the investors of the course NFT series. 10% of the net profits are allocated for the sweepstakes rewards on that individual course. Again, we have it for the entire series, but we also do it on a course-by-course basis as well. And then 10% does go to On or About Tuesday. Each of these courses, they're going to have multiple features. So imagine this, 4K cameras, 360 degrees. That creates a true VR experience. It allows holders to not only see every aspect of each course, but it kind of creates a localized metaverse experience. So that's going to be heavily reliant upon what each of the course holders wants to do. But it really opens up quite a few things. And it's one thing to be able to see the physical course. It's not even really a metaverse, but a real verse at that point. But we do have the option to overlay everything. And it honestly doubles the amount of ad space you have. And like I said, with all those cameras stationed throughout the course, that's just more and more opportunities for ad space. So if it's in the physical world, maybe, you have small graphics positioned on the course itself, the walls of each of these rooms, you can absolutely plaster them, and you can do it on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, whatever it may be. You're able to do quite a bit. And of course, with the metaverse, you can overlay every single aspect of your course with different ads and just other fun things to create a unique experience. Because each of these courses, they are in fact owned by the Bottled Rest holder attached to them. And so they can do various things to definitely drive more customers or more investors of bottled rest to their courses versus someone else. So there is definitely a level of competition that will exist between each of the various course owners, and I'm very excited to see once again what sort of designs they're going to come up with both the actual course, their metaverse, as well as what sort of additional incentives they will provide. Because I mean, yes, they're receiving 40% of the net profits, but they can choose to do whatever they want with them. If they want to pour that into additional advertising, they definitely can. Maybe they want to increase the amount of rewards they're giving out. All of it is possible, for sure. So additionally, each of these various courses will be hosted. They will have a host or a color commentator. And I mean, these things are going to be running 24/7. So you will see a number of hosts cycle throughout the day on each of these courses. And it's to build it up. It's to create that excitement. You want that fun commentary whenever you watch a race. So yeah, we're definitely going to bring in some very energetic people who are ready to wow us all and to be a true MC, if you will.
Yeah, I like it. I actually took a look at the NFT on Open Space earlier today. It's kind of cool looking. It's got the little what did you call it? I forget what you called it. It was called the marble.
Yeah. So the individual course NFT is called Marble One.
Marble One.
And yes, and so that is the one that will provide you a percentage based off the amount of supply. So there's 40,000 in that series. So if you were to own 1,000 of these NFTs, you own 1% of the net supply, or 1% of the net profits from the entire project at that
and then
point.
You get 40%. Yeah, that's massive. That's a big utility right there. People making passive income, and that's
exactly.
It's huge.
If you look at the bottled rest NFT, you'll definitely notice there's no cork on that thing. That thing is empty. It's meant to be filled. So
yeah, I like it.
Guys, quick question. I came in a little bit late. When you say courses, you've been talking about that. What do you actually mean? I'm not sure I understand that.
So yeah, of course, man. We're talking about multi-story, gigantic marble races. Everything is going to be 3D printed because we're a manufacturing company.
That's a great idea. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's dope. 3D printing is definitely cool. I talked to Trevor a couple weeks ago, I think, about because Oceidon has their 3D NFT builder, and we were talking about possibly getting together and working on a collaboration and 3D printing your creations that you create in the builder.
Yeah,
might not be a bad idea.
We'll definitely to talk to you about that.
Yeah, we'll talk in the future. Right now, we kind of we shifted gears on the builder. It's the front end of the builder is still up and running, and you guys go check that out. But we moved over to working on the other stuff that's happening with Oceidon, the smart thing that we announced the other day, and then I'll be talking about stuff in a couple minutes. I'm waiting to see if EEATS comes back on, but yeah, I love your project, Trevor. I really do. You're definitely a dedicated individual when it comes to working with Moonforce back in the day. Drop your website so people can check it out.
Yeah, of course. It's bottledrest.com. Simple as that. You can look us up on every platform. We're Bottled Rest. Simple as that. No one else had taken it. It's kind of silly, but we actually got it trademarked. So really happy about that. And I think one thing I should add that I forgot to add earlier, each of these Bottled Rest NFTs is attached to an actual physical bottle. Every single series that we come out with will, in fact, have a 3D printed, or not 3D printed in this case because it's a glass bottle, but it will have a glass bottle. And so one of the things that we're trying to do, because I mean, you see a lot of different services out there, and I mean, you have different companies wanting to offer software as a service to other crypto projects. And I mean, we definitely want to work with other crypto projects. If you have your own, layer 2, layer 3 solution, you have your own NFT marketplace, we want to work with you. We want to mint on your chain and, appeal to all your investors. And we're not just appealing to other projects, we're targeting the individual average investor, because you know what, you can have your own course too and receive 40% of that profits. And at that point, we will go fill that bottle of yours to show you that you are in fact well rested. Because as far as I'm concerned, right now, everyone is just restless out there. That's hashtag restless. And that's another thing we're going down with. But man, I'm trying to stay focused. I'm all over the place with it. I'm very excited. I have to say, it's a completely different experience to be on here when it's your own project. But
it's definitely it's a change of pace because you're not used to talking. It's your scenario. It's not somebody else's stuff that you're promoting, or that you're, if you're involved in another project and there's multiple people above you, you don't make the decisions. You just kind of have to go with the flow. And now you're in control. You're literally, you have the reins. So the way this goes is primarily up to you, and it can be very stressful. Trust me, I know. I've been doing Oceidon for over a year now. And it's, it gets to you. You gotta really, it's almost like the restaurant business, right? If you own the business, if you're just a server or a bartender and you call in sick and you go home and you get better, right? If you're the owner and someone calls in sick, guess who's working? You're working. You know what I mean? So if somebody doesn't pull their weight and you're the project owner, you're the one that has to step up and take control and make sure things are getting done. So I understand completely. It's definitely a different scenario.
It's definitely really cool when you are the owner, though, because if you have a certain level of drive, great, you get to display that. I mean, no one is going to be able to make your project a success except you and your community. So I mean, it definitely comes down to building up that strong community.
Without a doubt, you get what you get out what you put in, and plus you come from a very solid, core project at which I'm sure you have massive amounts of supporters, as well as us in Oceidon. So we're super excited for your thing.
I have one last announcement, and it's something I have not even told our investors yet. But went early on in the first couple of videos that we made, and something I've repeated multiple times, is that we are going to be minting on other chains, different NFT marketplaces out there. So what I had told our investors is that as soon as the first 20 courses were spoken for, so we have a course application form that you can fill out once you own a Bottled Rest NFT. So as soon as those first 20 were spoken for, we were going to mint on another chain. Each chain we mint on will get its own facility, because these are going to be massive things. So we're going to have quite a few different warehouses we're working with. But that announcement is we have selected the next chain we will be minting on. It's still going to be probably about a month and a half out. But we are going to be minting on Blockstar. Blockstar is a decentralized social media platform out there. I know their CEO, David, pretty well. He's a fantastic person, and he has been working with us nonstop to, really nail us down. So that is one of the chains we're going to be minting on. And I can't even begin to describe the amount of additional possibilities that will be baked into this series, because it is on its decentralized social media platform. So quite a few different earning opportunities. Again, it's wild. We're very, very happy about this. We are really kicking off our ad campaign this week. So I'm doing the AMA circuits and having Blockstar on our side, and that's going to be huge for us. So very excited to be working with them. And like I said, I want to work with every project out there that has their own layer 2, layer 3 solution. They have their own NFT marketplace. I'm down to make it happen.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff happening with Oceidon, and I'm sure we can probably, with the stuff I'm going to be talking about in a little while, stuff we even haven't really touched on or announced yet. We can definitely get you involved and have you work, with us. I'd love to be partnered with you and collaborate. Most definitely.
Of course I'm down.
Does anyone have any questions for Trevor?
I was going to say really quickly, if you do want a more detailed breakdown of things, we do have our white paper up on our website, which again was bottledrest.com. We're going to be uploading the roadmap soon enough. It was one of those things we kind of hemmed and hawed on, since we're not into giving any sort of time frame updates, things like that. But I understand that people want a little bit more detailed explanations of things, so we will be putting that out. We're going to be putting out additional infographics as well, just so people can truly comprehend what Bottled Rest is going to be doing.
Love it. Very cool. Does anyone have any questions for Trevor?
Yeah, this is the Blockchainist. It's my blockchain AI tech Web 3.0 incubator. This also is Sir Elegantium from crypto fame. A lot of people know me over in TG as that. And we're also coming out with our own Uber brand, which I'll reveal at some point. I think I've talked to the Oceidon folks a little bit about this. I had a question relating to the 3D printing of NFTs, which could actually really flow into what we're trying to build.
Okay.
And is that, now that's not Trevor's thing, right? That's Oceidon has that, or both?
No. So that is my thing. We are going to be 3D printing NFT series for multiple projects. I've actually been approached, I want to say, by 4 or 5 projects who want us to 3D print their own NFT series. And again, we're simply going to be building those NFTs. We're not directly involved. It is a collaboration.
Right.
But it's something where I think we all want something tangible. NFTs are pretty cool. I mean, there's some great visual representations, but yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm in the car with one of my sons, so forgive me for moving too quickly, but I'm super aware of the history of NFTs. And what we're doing is we're integrating blockchain with real world projects and products, including the glide path to a hotel brand. And
nice.
The financing of that will come from a really interesting brand we've got that has physical products in the real world, both in personal care and in hospitality and liquor. We've got a liquor partner. So it's, I don't mean to take over the spaces here, but would love to stay in touch, because what you said, I was trying to figure out what could I make that's individually different on each one of these items that you get that gets you into our club at 3 levels. We have a physical space that we're renting in Washington, D.C. that will be the clubhouse. So maybe we could take it offline.
By all means, you can definitely reach out to me and we can proceed further with that, sir. I'm like I said, I'm here to do business with everyone, whether you want to have your own, you want to cement on your chain so we can be involved with you there, or hey, you want us to print something, manufacture something for you. We're here to do it. Again, we're here to work with everybody. I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, we've been able to secure an exclusive manufacturing partnership with an electric vehicle startup. So that's huge for us. We are
that's
currently
massive.
in talks
that's
for
really
people. Yeah, no, you have no idea how excited I am.
That's fantastic. And how does the Oceidon? I was an early investor in Oceidon like a year ago. How does the relationship play out there? Oceidon? Are you guys the native currency for this, or how's that?
No. So I know Trevor because he was with Moonforce, and
sure.
Moonforce and Oceidon has somewhat of a very good relationship. We support each other back and forth. Trevor was with Moonforce. He left Moonforce to start his own project, and now he's on talking about his project. But Oceidon has a 3D NFT builder that we released. The links are on Twitter. The link is in the Discord. And, people have been messing around with it. There's a possibility that Trevor and I will be working together to 3D build people's creations in the 3D builder.
That's
sir.
Okay, right. So obviously I've seen your 3D builder and it's really cool. And you know me as Sir Eleganti, and we've talked a lot.
Yep.
And then, but the physical ability to actually turn that then into a physical shape we could take this offline, but I think that's fantastic if you guys can make that happen. I don't want to be I don't really want to be in the own my own blockchain business yet. I want to be. I'm a product and smart ecosystem and virtuous cycle guy, integrating tokens, NFTs, blockchain, real world products, and kind of a virtuous cycle thing. So hopefully we can all work together. And now I'll stop talking. Thanks.
Oh yeah, no.
Cool.
In any capacity we can work together. Whether it's printing your NFTs for you, or hey, if you want to be an individual course owner, or your company, your project wants to have a course with us, we're down for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll reach out. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, this is exactly what Oceidon Talk is all about. It's about bringing good people together with other good people and good products and good projects.
Yes, sir.
We've been doing it. This is week 5, and it's a little light in here, and it's understandable. The market is absolute disaster right now. So people are they're just kind of like maybe turning it off. They're not involved, and that's fine, because that's why we're recording this, and this will be on Spotify, and people will listen. We also just got off Oceidon. Myself just got off the Michael Owen podcast. We have over 4,000 people that were on that podcast, which was insane. But yeah, so Trevor, thank you so much for coming out and speaking with us. We'll definitely be in touch in the future. I talk to you all the time, so
yeah,
we'll definitely.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity like no other, Andy.
Of course,
it's fantastic.
Of course. Yeah, we're that's what it's all about. It's about bringing people together.
Trevor's Bottled Rest. Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.